What's up guys, XHour Kiwis here and welcome back to another video. People have been asking me for quite a while now to upload some FUT CHAMPS gameplay because I haven't done it in months, and as you'll see by the title, I did finish 40-0 this weekend. So I did record the first few games of the weekend league, only 6 I think, because that's all I was able to play on the Friday, and the Elgato and laptop started messing up a bit after that, so couldn't really record anymore. But yeah, thank you for being here and choosing to click on the video. If you could, of course, leave a like, comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already, then that would be very much appreciated. The support on my last video where I packed Primar 9 and squad battles was just so overwhelming. Like, the amount of good comments that I had. Usually when you pack a really good player, you usually get a few bitter people and this, that and the other, but the amount of people saying congratulations and like you deserve it for the grind and everything was, as I said, just so overwhelming, and I honestly can't thank you enough. But this is the team that I used for the weekend. As you can see, it's an absolute mega team, like no lies about it. Got Pele in for this weekend, packed Goretzka, De Gea as well. R9, best player on the game in my opinion. Pele's stats look really bad just because I had so many rage quits. I had 12 people quitting me on the team screen, which means that like that's just a game added on straight away with no stats. Plus I must have had at least another 30 rage quits, I'd say, in a weekend at least. So yeah, just them stats don't really count. Goretzka was so good. 6'2", high, 4-star weak foot. Like, what more can you ask for? He's got a perfect card as well. Maldini as well. He's only got 83 physical, but his body build in-game is really big. So like he just feels like an absolute tank. Medium high as well. The only Walker was really good. The only disappointing bit about the team is this De Gea. Everyone knows how bad keepers are in this game, and this De Gea is no different. He's a 97 rated card and a red card, so I wouldn't take him out just because he looks good. But yeah, the amount of crosses that he came for and just missed or palmed straight to them, or shot straight at him that he dived over or something. I know a lot of keepers on this game make mistakes, but like he just made a ridiculous amount. But yeah, other than that, every single player in the team did their job. Custom tactics are just random, like speed always goes up, passing goes up, shooting goes up, and crossing goes down. And then pressure and aggression goes up, and team width stays the same usually. Like, people ask me about custom tactics all the time, and personally, I don't think they do anything. Like, I mess around with them just to see if they do. But all of last year, if you didn't know, I used default tactics all the way through and was hitting top 100 consistently then with everything on default. Like, I just don't think they do anything. Apparently they're going to be big next year, but they said this year and they're not either. So I wouldn't be surprised. Player instructions as well, I leave them all on default. Well, I do leave them all on default, except when the other team are using a wide formation, and then I'll put the left and right back on stay back while attacking. But that's only if they use, say, a 4-3-2-1, 4-2-3-1, or a 4-2-2-2, or like 4-3-3 wide. Anything where they've got attacking wide players, I'd recommend putting them on stay back while attacking. And yeah, other than that, I leave them on balance. I did have getting behind, press back line, stay forward, etc. But the players seem to move better and actually stay in position more when I don't put anything on them. Kimmich is a really good centre mid super sub. Dino and Son if you need a good finisher, Dino if you need a sort of flair player. But with the team that I've got, like, I don't really need to be making subs anyway. But yeah, that's the team and player instructions, etc. that I use. Let's get into some gameplay. So first of all, I'd just like to apologise for the fact that I have only got 6 games here. I did play 7, but like the Elgato that I'm using, well, it's not the Elgato, it's the laptop that I'm using, isn't really high quality. I need to buy a new one. I know that before FIFA 19. But yeah, any sort of video or anything I need to upload to Movie Maker and edit needs to be around 15 minutes or below. And I went into extra time for my 4th game. I won 4-3, hammered him, don't know how it went into extra time. But yeah, I won 4-3 and the recording was like 30 minutes long. And my game just wasn't good enough to run it, unfortunately. I should have afterwards done the highlights for it. I realised that I should have gone into the highlights and just picked out the goals. But completely forgot about that and just wasn't in my head. Didn't worry about the recording, thought it'd be alright, and then realised it wasn't. So yeah, apologies, it's only 6 games, but I just didn't have time to play any more on the Friday. And if you didn't know, because of that reason, I have to like play the game, record it, and then upload it to Windows Movie Maker straight away and edit it. And doing that, like stop and start in the games, is just so hard to get into a rhythm. And yeah, it just took so much longer than it should have. But I appreciate you guys being here and choosing to watch some of the gameplay that is on show. A lot of people ask how I do my gameplay and what my playstyle is. My playstyle is just straight up attacking. You'll see from these videos, it's basically all forward passing, just 1-2s everywhere, heels to heels, as you can see there, ball roll as well. Like, it's just straight up. I hate possession players. Like, I couldn't do it myself. People that go into a game and just pass the ball backwards and sideways and left back to right back, like, there's just no skill in that. I played somebody this weekend, like, I beat 6-4, and he held like 68% possession, and he messaged me saying, how are you only just beating a Gold 1 player if you're supposed to be top 100? But like 68% possession, you can't see if somebody's good or not if they're holding 68% possession. Like, there's just no way. That's a nice goal from Pele. Pele's agility is so good. I did get a lot of rage quits as well this weekend. I think I probably only stayed in the games about 6 times. I had about 12 people quit on me as well on the team screen. And I had like 3 quits where I won a penalty or I was running clean for 1 goal and they just pushed the middle button. How the middle button is still in the game at this far along is just beyond me. Like, the amount of wins that I'm losing because of it. If you go into a game and you see that he's got a mega team or something and you're going to quit, just score an own goal. Like, you're just wasting people's time if you're just going to quit at a team screen. You go into the game anyway, so like it's an extra 10 seconds to score an own goal, and like there's just no need for it. That's so unlucky from Pele there. People have asked why I've only got 1 draw on my record. It's because I only play squad battles and FUT champs. I played seasons at the start of the year for about 30 games. I went for 100-0 and then I got a DC, so I just stopped playing seasons. And now I don't really get time to play it with the amount of time that I put into squad battles and FUT champs and work. And yeah, seasons isn't a difficult challenge anymore anyway. Like, a lot of people are in Gold 1 now. And I'm not sure if you even match people in the same division, Division 1 should I say. I'm not sure if you match people in the same division or not, because the games in divisions just seem ridiculously easy at the minute. That's not me boasting, but like the standard compared to the start of the year is just nowhere near as high. Somebody else asked as well when I first started playing FIFA. I was a PES person until about PES 6. PES 6 was the last good PES they did. Bought PES 8 and wasn't happy with it at all. So moved over to FIFA in about FIFA 8. Played Ultimate Team since FIFA 10, but even then I was more of a clubs player. Was more of an online seasons player until about FIFA 15, and that's when I really got into Ultimate Team. But yeah, FIFA 17 was the bigger time that I put a lot of effort into it. I'd always play FIFA for fun and was always at quite a high level, but FIFA 17, with the amount of stuff and the addition to FUT champs, is where I really stepped up my game. I was Gold 1 at the start of FIFA 17, which, if you didn't know, was actually Elite 3, because Gold 1 at the start of FIFA 17 was 29 wins, and they lowered that because they saw how difficult it was. So I was technically an Elite 3, a Gold 1 player. It was Elite 3 though. And people always ask me how I play so well, or how I got so good. And my answer is I was always good, but YouTube tutorials helped me a lot last year. As I said, I was Elite 3 and just couldn't get to that next extra step. I knew there was little bits in my game that needed work on. So I went and watched YouTube tutorials from like hashtag Boris, Aggie, Mike LaBelle, etc. All good players that have done it in the past and know what they're talking about. And yeah, just tutorials helped me a lot. Defending, attacking. My attacking wasn't as good as it is now back in the day. And the best tip that I got in attacking was don't sprint with the ball. A lot of people just sprint upfield. I do now because I know the touches and everything. But when you're first playing, like the touches when you sprint are a lot heavier. The passes go more wayward. And the dribbling's a lot worse, heavier. So just don't sprint. Like, of course sprint when you're defending because you need to. But when you get that ball and you start attacking and you're struggling, just try not to sprint. Just walk up the field. Just play passes. And you'll see that you'll just get a lot more space and your passes will be a lot more accurate. And yeah, I play 4-1-2-1-2 as well. I know a lot of people like the 4-2-2-2, 4-2-3-1 this FIFA, but personally, I need them two strikers up front and I need that cam because I just play so many quick 1-2 passes between the three of them. 4-2-2-2 for me is actually a good formation, but the left attacking mid and the left CDM always swap, which when I used it I had Bailey and Vieira. I do not want Vieira going left wing, like left cam, and I do not want Bailey going CDM, so I couldn't use that formation. 4-1-2-1-2 does that a bit, but as I said in my last video, my left centre mid and CDM swap, and my right centre mid and cam swap. So I put Hull at right centre mid because I don't mind him going to cam, and I put Goretzka left centre mid because I don't mind him going CDM. I'd rather Hull at a cam than I would Goretzka. Hull could go cam or CDM, wouldn't bother me, but I wouldn't be too happy with Goretzka cam. But yeah, really happy with that. Someone else has asked how good John Stones is. Quite a few people have asked, and Stones is one of the best centre backs I've used on this game. He's got a bit of a thin body type, so he doesn't feel too strong, but he'll win most battles for you. The only people he'll lose are like R9, CR7, but that's expected anyway. And yeah, really good. His jumping on his card's not great, but in game, if you've used him, you'll see that he's 6'2" already, and his jumping is just phenomenal. He will out jump and out header most players on the game, of course, unless you put him up against somebody huge. My defending's not great, to be quite honest, but I just rely on my attacking play. Like, I can defend when I need to, but I just run. If I see I'm not playing somebody great, I just run players out too much. Like, if I see I'm playing someone well, I'll be fine. Like, I jockey a lot, I cut the passing lanes a lot. But yeah, if I'm playing someone that I see is not a great quality, I just sprint players out for fun and they can get in behind. Which is why some of my goals are high score games are high scoring, but I'll win quite convincingly, like a 5-2 or something. But yeah, as you can see here, we did hit the 40-0. We only came 10th. Quite a few people hit 40-0s. I'm down on a 40-0 list at the bottom just because I play my games so late on a Sunday due to time issues and stuff during Friday and Saturday. And during the Sunday night, squad battles is finished, so I can just rely on playing the FUT Champs games. 40-0 is such a big achievement for me. I've hit 39 so many times last year and this year. I've lost at 38-0 before, I lost at 33-0 last week. And yeah, finally feels like an accomplishment to hit that 40-0. I know it's August and it's late in the game, but anybody that plays to a higher level or knows FIFA knows how much of a chore and how difficult it can be to win 40 straight games in a game mode like FUT Champs. But I really appreciate you guys being here and choosing to watch the video. Again, apologies that it's not as much gameplay as I'd want it to be, but there's just so many problems with my laptop and stuff and time consuming that it's hard to do anymore. But yeah, if you could of course leave a like, comment down below what you thought or if there's any changes for me to make or any videos etc, then that would be much appreciated. And of course subscribe if you haven't already. But that's going to be the end of the video for me guys. Thanks for watching.